Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about abstract factory design pattern. So before starting with the new session, I would highly recommend you to look at my previous session because there I was talking about factory design pattern. So in a nutshell, if we talk about a factory design pattern, what we used to do there is the client application was trying to create an object of either a triangle or a circle, and for doing that it was depending on a factory class which is called shape factory. Now we are going to take the same application a little forward, and we are going to design this abstract design pattern. So in the previous session we discussed about triangle and circle. In this case what I have done is I have added another two classes, cube and sphere. So as you can see, triangle and circle are 2D shapes and cube and sphere are 3D shapes. And to make the creation little better, what we have done, we have created two classes here, which is shape 2D factory and shape 3D factory. The job of shape 2D factory is to create an object of either a triangle or a circle, and shape 3D factory is to create either an object of cube or a sphere. We have a factory producer class which is going to take a decision on whether to instantiate a shape 2D factory or a shape 3D factory based on the need of the client. If the client wants an object of triangle, what he is going to do is he is going to instantiate an object of shape 2D factory and then ask the shape 2D factory to create an object of triangle. And if the client wants to create an object of sphere, the client will ask the factory producer to create an object of shape 3D factory and then ask shape 3D factory to create a sphere shape for him. Let's try to write some code in Java to implement abstract factory design pattern. So as you can see here, we have an interface called as shape, and shape interface will have four kind of implementations. So circle, you can see here circle is implementing shape, and it has a draw method, and draw method is printing circle. Then the next one is cube. So cube is again just printing cube inside the draw method. Then we have sphere and triangle. So we are having four different kind of shapes. So if I want to categorically divide them, I can say that sphere and cube are coming under 3D shapes, and circle and triangle are coming under 2D shapes. So based on the different kind of shapes that we have discussed, we have an interface which is going to create the shapes for us. So we have the shape factory interface which is having a method called as getShape, and it is going to create the corresponding shape object for us. So we are having two concrete implementations for this: shape 2D factory, which is going to create either a circle or a triangle, and shape 3D factory, which is going to create an object of either a cube or a sphere. Now let's go ahead and understand how a factory producer is going to help us. So we have factory producer class here. As the name suggests, it is going to create either an object of shape 2D factory or a shape 3D factory based on the need of the client. So if the client wants to create a triangle, then it must have to create an object of shape 2D factory. Now to do that, the client has to believe on factory producer and ask some parameter to create this shape 2D factory. Now if the client now wants to create a sphere, it has to pass on a signal to this factory producer and ask him, let me can you give me a object of a shape 3D factory so that I can actually create the sphere object. So let me just try to take you through the client application as well. So here is our client application. Now in the first line you are seeing Our purpose is to create a circle and then draw. The second line you will see here is we are trying to create a triangle and then draw it. Here we are going to do the same thing for a cube and followed by sphere. So let me just put the debugger over here and take you through the journey of debugging. So let me put the debugger on. So the client is asking the factory producer by sending a signal to create a 2D factory because our intent is to create a circle. Now let me go to the next line by just pressing F6. Now in this line we're going to create a shape 2D factory. I will just put F6 here, and now if you see over here, till we have already crossed this gate factory, and now our intent is to get inside this gate shape. So let me just go inside this gate shape. So I'm just going to put F5, which is going to take me to gate shape. Now gate shape is accepting a signal which is circle. Now the circle, if you check what it is going to do, it is going to help us to create an object of a circle. Let me put F6 over here. So now a circle object has been created. So if you follow till here, what we have done is we have created a circle object. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to call draw. So ideally, the draw method of the circle class will be called, and it will print circle. So let me just get inside. So I'm just going to put F5 again. So I'm inside circle draw method and I'm having circle to be printed. Let me see if it is getting printed or not. Now you can see circle is being printed. I'm going to put F6 again just to continue. So now my intent has been changed. What I want to do, I want to create a triangle object and then print. So let me just get inside the gate factory. So now we are asking the factory to create another 2D object for us. So till here you can see I am creating a shape 2D factory. Let me just put F6 there. Then I'm going to get inside this gate shape API. So let me get inside gate shape by just putting F5. Now I'm going inside F5 and I have passed in a value. Let me see what is the value that I have passed in. So I have passed in triangle. So I'm going to put F6 now. Now you can see I'm going to create an object of triangle. Now I have a triangle object and I'm going to call draw method, which will print draw. So I'll put F6. Since I have a breakpoint set in the draw method of the triangle, I'm going here and then I'm going to put F6. So triangle is getting printed. I'm going to put F6 again. So now my intent is to create a 3D shape and my shape is cube. So let me get inside the gate factory. So I'll put F5 and you can see I'll be putting F6 over here and then shape 3D factory will be created. Now let me put F6 again. Now my intent is to get inside the shape gate shape API of the factory that I have created, that is shape 3D factory. So I'm going to get inside that by putting F5. So you can see I have passed in a value called as cube. So I'm going to create a cube. I'm going to put F6 again and now a cube object has been created. Now let me just go inside the draw method. So I'm inside the draw method of the cube. Let me put F6 again. So now cube will be printed. I'm putting F6 again. Now my intent is to create a sphere object and then print sphere. So I'm going to get inside shape 3D factory. So I'll put F5. Now I have passed in shape 3D factory, so shape 3D factory will be instantiated. I'm putting F6 again. Shape 3D factory is instantiated. I'm putting F6. Now from the factory, shape 3D factory, I want to get inside the gate shape. I'm putting F5 now. Now I have passed in the value as sphere. So let me just do F6. Now F6 is going to create an object of a sphere. Let me put F6 again. Now my intent is to draw the sphere. So let me just get inside F5. Now sphere will be drawn. So this is all about the abstract factory design pattern.